Hello and welcome to today's broadcast. Today we are going to be answering probably one of the most commonly asked questions I get, and that is, will intermittent fasting help me lose weight? But before we get started on that, I always like to take a second to introduce myself. My name is Diane, and for the past 25 years, I have been helping women find nutrition plans and fitness programs to help them look and feel their best and live their most authentic life. Here in this amazing community of women, we are doing that through the practice of intermittent fasting. If you are jumping on live with us and you're joining us on YouTube, please take a second to hit that subscribe button and make sure that you hit that bell notification as well so that you will know when we go live. And the same thing on Facebook, if you can hit that like button and also set yourself up for notifications, you will also know when we go live. I also want to warn everyone today that we are under severe thunderstorm conditions and tornado warnings here in Texas, and that always means that we could have some sketchy live streaming going on today. So if for any reason Facebook drops off, please feel free to jump onto YouTube and vice versa. If for some reason our YouTube feed drops off, please always feel free to join us on Facebook, and then always know that we do record these and we will upload these to both locations later on this afternoon. So one of the biggest questions that I get is, will intermittent fasting help me lose weight? And it's one of those questions that is always really difficult for me to answer, because if I share with you my experience, I could say, yes, for sure, intermittent fasting can totally help you lose weight, because that's what happened for me. But before I lost weight, I also had these other things happen. And oftentimes the end result of whether you're going to be able to lose weight or not is not the vehicle in which you choose to get to the end result, but the mindset in which you adapt en route to get there. So we have all probably failed at some sort of perfectly designed diet plan that's out there, or we failed at something that maybe one of our friends was super successful at, or maybe we were even successful in the short term for what we hoped would be a long-term solution for something that we approached. And oftentimes, and I'm going to say this with a little bit of a side note, but oftentimes it's not the thing or the approach or the philosophy that we are adapting to get to our goal, but what we are creating as mental and emotional roadblocks for ourselves that are inhibiting us from being truly successful. So when I was on my intermittent fasting journey, I wasn't successful and I wasn't able to lose weight until I changed my mindset around nutrition, and I changed my triggers, and I created new habits, and I set up boundaries for myself, and I made a decision that I was going to be successful no matter what. It just so happens to be that intermittent fasting and creating a nutritional lifestyle that did allow me the opportunity to look and feel my best while living an authentic lifestyle was finally the thing that I could emotionally and mentally wrap my head around so that I could achieve the physical results that I was hoping for. And in this situation, it was losing weight and keeping weight off successfully. So think about the times in your life when you've approached something with such great enthusiasm and, oh my gosh, this is going to finally be the thing, or this is the answer to all of my problems. And then you end up realizing that it had nothing to do with your problems, that your problems were really a product of some exposures you've had, or some experiences you've had, or some things that you're holding on to that you can't resolve and are holding you back from living your best life. So will intermittent fasting help you lose weight? Sure, it will. But you can only lose weight with something like intermittent fasting if you adapt the mindset around what all the science is saying, that's proving that it can be a vehicle that we can use, especially for us aging women. It just makes sense. So if the science is there, the research is there, you've watched all the YouTube videos, you've taken all the advice, and you're still not finding success with something as simple as choosing a period of time within your day where you do nothing to interrupt your hormonal cycle, and you're still not finding success, is it because there's something wrong with intermittent fasting? Or could it be because you haven't adapted the mindset of, no matter what it takes, I am going to be successful at this? So intermittent fasting can work for anyone who's willing to adapt the practices, the philosophies, and the mindset around what being successful with this type of lifestyle can be. I talk to so many women who are frustrated and at their wits' end, and I will do absolutely anything to lose this weight that is making me feel so unhappy, or making me feel like I can't live my most authentic life, or I'll do anything to not feel tired and sick anymore. Oh, but I have to give up my creamer? Oh, but I can't have wine? Oh, but I can't. So are you willing to do anything to make intermittent fasting be that vehicle that's going to help you lose weight? Or are you going to continue to put up those barriers, and you can continue to make excuses, and are you going to continue to say, but I have to? Because ultimately, you don't have to do anything. But if you want to find success in certain areas of your life, you have to adapt the mindset that no matter what, this is going to be the thing that finally works for you. And then you pick the vehicle that's going to get you there, and you stick to it until you reach your goals. No matter what, that's the way your life is going to be. The beautiful thing about intermittent fasting is that it does do so many other things for us besides losing weight. For me, the weight loss was the cherry on top of the ice cream that I wasn't going to eat. For me, it was the last thing that happened for me, and the only reason I ever got to the point of losing weight with intermittent fasting is because no matter what, I was sticking to the lifestyle that I created for myself. So I reversed my diabetes first. I got rid of my brain fog. The fatigue went away. The muscle aches and pains went away. My back stopped hurting. I stopped getting headaches. My memory came back. All of those things happened first. So if the only thing that I was concerned about was losing weight in X amount of time, and if that didn't happen, I promise you I would not be sitting here today telling you how amazing this lifestyle can be for you, because I would have been disappointed and I would have quit. So I took the no matter what it's going to take approach, and I realized that if I really adapted a lifestyle that made common sense based by the scientific research, and it made sense because of what my body was failing at on its own, and there was data to prove that I could reverse all of those things, and the fact that the future that I saw for myself was so much more vivid for me, and so much more important to me, and so much more possible for me if I just didn't quit, and I gave my body the time that it needed to get to the point where it could lose weight. And that's exactly how it played out for me. And it took me an entire year to get myself to this point. And 3 years later, I have zero regrets about any of the things that most women say, but do I have to do that? I can't imagine my life without XYZ. I can tell you right now, there were a lot of things I cried about too. I've shared how I cried about corn chips. I've shared how I cried about French fries. I shared how I cried about having a cold beer on an afternoon with my husband. Yeah, I cried about all those things. But I can tell you what, once I got past my little pity party and I realized that my life and me looking and feeling my best so that I can run on the treadmill, so I can be available for my kids as they're growing up, so I can remember their names, not panic in the Target parking lot when I couldn't remember my car. All of those things that I was suffering from became so much more significant to me than a bowl of corn chips or a basket of fries or a cold beer on a sunny afternoon. So you have to fix your body first, and you have to create a mindset that you are so much more important than what your coffee tastes like in the morning. That you and your longevity and you aging successfully is so much more important to you than a basket of French fries or a basket of corn chips at your favorite Mexican restaurant. Girlfriend, I don't apologize about the fact that I whip my own tortilla chips out of my bag and I put it in a bowl at a Mexican restaurant so that I can create a situation that I can enjoy for myself according to my boundaries. And really, that is the mindset that you have to take for you to live a healthy life that is going to be full of joy and energy and memories, and you having that thought in your mind of, I feel fantastic today, as opposed to the time that you spend sitting in your closet floor crying about how miserable you feel, or how disappointed you are, or how you wish you could fit into the clothes that you feel your best in. You can have all of that, but you have to get out of your way, and you have to create a mindset that no matter what happens, you're going to stick to something that you started because it makes the best sense for your life. So yes, intermittent fasting can be that thing that will help you lose weight. But in my own personal experience, and the experience that I've had now with the thousands of women that have come into my course and have made the commitment that no matter what, they're changing their lifestyle, you're not going to care about the weight, because so many other amazing things are going to happen to you and your life, and things are going to change and become come to you in abundance, and you're going to have your joy back and your self-confidence back, that you're going to lose weight and it's not going to even matter to you, because so many other things have brought you so much joy that that's just sort of a byproduct of it. So let's stop worrying about the weight. Let's create a lifestyle for ourselves that's going to make us better women, as whole women, and on a scale. We as women need to be completely healed and show up in our life as whole women, regardless of what a scale says, regardless of the size of your jeans, regardless of any of those other outside factors that other people are putting on you as pressure that you've now absorbed as your own way of judging yourself. We need to let those things go and just be our best selves. So let's not worry about the weight. Let's make decisions about things that we're going to approach based on us being our best and living our most authentic life. Don't struggle with this. Don't spend months trying to figure this out on your own. We have a plan put together. In 3 weeks, you will have this all figured out, and I promise you, you will be able to figure out what it is that you're going to need to do for yourself with joyful thought processes and an easy way to implement it so that you can live this lifestyle for the rest of your life and truly age in a successful way. I personally feel at 53 years old that I am now aging backward, and I absolutely love it. I feel like I'm getting younger in my spirit. I'm getting younger in my health. I'm getting younger in my mental state as the age on the calendar starts to increase. And I'll take that any day. I could care less what my chronological age is, because I feel fantastic, and I will not let anything come in my way that will sacrifice that. And that's the life, that's the decisions we have to make in order to live our life this way. So I hope this serves as some source of encouragement for you. I hope this helps you make a very strong and committed goal for yourself. No matter what, you deserve to look and feel your best and live your most authentic life, and you are the one that has the power to create that for yourself. And I hope this gives you some inspiration to do that. You know, we have our course. I talk about it all the time. If you haven't been in it yet, I highly recommend that you get in it. Next one starts on June the 8th. There's signups everywhere, so just get yourself signed up. Don't contemplate it. Don't wonder if it's going to work for you. It will work for you if you decide it's going to work for you. It is as simple as that, and we're here to hold you and guide you and get you through the class, and then put you in our community so you can have continued support. If you've been in our course before, you know exactly what I'm talking about. You've made the commitment. You may have made it while you were in the class. Maybe something in life happened and knocked you out. I promise you, all you have to do is recommit. Just write that statement down. I deserve to look and feel my best and live my most authentic life, and then you create the action steps that make that happen. No one else should have the power to take that away from you. You just got to make the decision and then commit to it. So I'm going to go ahead and answer questions and comments. I hope this gave you some inspiration. I hope you give you some willpower to get some things going for you. And if you have any questions or need support, you guys know I'm always here to help you. Let me see who joined us on YouTube today, and then I'll kind of share a little bit about what we had going on in our day today. One Olive B1. It's Diane, not Daniel, but that's okay. Danny from our October 2018 grad, always listening. A beautiful top. Thank you very much. It's only a top that I wear when I do videos because it's super uncomfortable, but it looks really good on video, so I only wear it very infrequently, but thank you for noticing. I appreciate the compliment. Jeannie, I always heard that fasting will make you store fat because it thinks you are starving, so you need to eat small meals all day. Jeannie, I would say if you're eating small meals all throughout your day. How is that working for you? And if it's not working for you, then I would not trust that advice. And we are proving that that is not true in our community every day. So I'd highly recommend jumping in our course, and I will prove to you why that is not a valid statement. Lana from Atlanta, Georgia. I'm really glad that I found you a few weeks ago. Today I'm doing my first 24-hour fast, feeling good. Awesome, girlfriend. Keep at it. Drink lots of water. Gina from February 2019 grad. Jay from May, a recent grad. Congratulations. When's the next class? It is June the 8th, 2019. Registration link is in the comments. Jessica, been following you and doing IF 18 to 20 hours per day for 5 weeks, feeling great and seeing results, but I've been struggling with infertility and have been told to not fast longer than 16 hours. Okay, so Jessica, since you've had fertility problems, have you been fasting? So fasting is recent. Before you were fasting, did you still have fertility problems? And if you did, and now you started fasting, and now someone's telling you to not fast, if that makes sense to you, then I would say take that advice. If it doesn't make sense to you, then I would consider some other things you have going on in your environment. There are a lot of things in our environment that are making us women infertile and have hormonal imbalance. I had fertility problems myself, and the thing that I did to help with my fertility issues was completely overhaul my nutrition. I took everything out that was processed. I took everything out that had caffeine, everything out that had alcohol in it, and I ate very clean, and I exercised smart for my body. When I did those things, in a 3-month time period, my fertility issues reversed, and we had our daughter Gabby, and I was 40 years old. So use common sense when taking advice. I was definitely having fertility problems when I was living an unhealthy nutrition lifestyle, even though it seemed healthy by marketing standards. So I went straight 1 ingredient foods, and I did it until I conceived my daughter. So you have to put common sense in there, and you have to think about what you've been doing before, how that was working for you, and how what you're doing now might help you get to where you need to go. So I hope that helps you for sure on that one. And then just keep testing things out for sure. Nikki, happy Wednesday. This is the message I needed to hear. Awesome. Can you describe the effect of eating less and exercising more? Eating less and exercising more. I don't believe in eating less and exercising more. I believe in fasting appropriately and long, feasting well, and then training smart. So training smart is a personal decision. It doesn't mean you have to exercise more. Christy, you spoke right to me today. Thank you. I needed this talk. Fantastic. Lori, I signed up for the next month's course. I've been fasting for 2 weeks alone, and it's getting harder. Looking forward to the course. Lori, we will make it easy for you. I promise. Marilyn, I love fasting 20 hours. Thanks for getting me there. You're welcome. And then Marilyn's a May grad. And then Jody from 2019 April course. IF for me, all the benefits it has made in my life. Yep, good for you, girlfriend. Okay, there's some comments in there you can delete for sure. Okay, so let me see what we have over here on Facebook really quick. My girl Amy's here. Thanks for jumping on, Mama. Jenny's here. Amy, I'm happy to be here today. I was originally in the April 2017 class, and my girl Amy is looking absolutely amazing, and she feels healthy, and I'm super excited for her because of the transition she's made, and also because she's my cousin, so I love when she gets to pop on. Diane from Pennsylvania is always here. Fritz, Pam, hello. Lindsay, hello, girlfriend, good to have you. Lori from the March 2019 course. Gretchen is here. Sheila, for me, I lost a substantial amount of weight, but the biggest things where I felt better overall, brain fog gone, I'm not achy anymore, and your rheumatoid arthritis is better, and so much more. Yeah, for sure. So that's the thing. Like, weight is one of those things that we should question why we are chasing a predetermined number set by someone else, right? So we've always been told that we're supposed to fall in a certain weight category. By all weight standards, I'm considered heavy and borderline obese, believe it or not. I'm 5'10", I weigh 165. I go between 157 and 165. And I feel fantastic, and I wear the clothes I want to wear, and I look the way I look when I feel my most confident. And when I start to see myself and I don't feel confident, then I change things up. So remember, a number on a scale is something that you have in your own head, and you need to let that go. go by how you look and feel. And then the scale thing is just an arbitrary thing that shouldn't determine our success or failure with us and the decisions that we're making for ourselves. So let the number go and really concentrate on how you see yourself and how you see yourself and connect that to a feeling. And that's really what you want to draw toward for sure. Dewana, glad to see you with us as well. Debbie needed to hear this today. Fantastic. And then Amy, when I started in April, the first month, I lost inflammation. I gave up my creamer. I gave up sugar. I ate nutrient-dense food. I worked out. I stopped eating breakfast and dinner and snacks. I have lost 55 pounds since I started fasting. 2 years ago, I recommend making this hard decision to make it work for yourself. I love the benefits that Diane is talking about. I have energy, confidence, and look forward to what my future holds. Yeah, she just said it perfectly right there. All the things that she gained are so much more valuable than anything she lost, for sure. Patricia, committed to embracing it. Awesome, girlfriend. And then Jody, February grad, still a work in progress, but feeling better. Awesome, girl. And as long as you have a win somewhere, I say that's what you hold on to for sure. And then Latricia is from our 2018 class. Welcome back, girlfriend. And then Dwana, I've been watching your YouTube videos and learning so much. Glad to see you live. I'm glad you could see us live too. And then Teresa, totally agree with everything you've said. I lost 40 pounds, inflammation gone, gained mental clarity, and so much energy. Yeah, good for you, girlfriend. And then Jennifer is from our 2017 class. June will be a year of IF since taking the course, seeing great body recomposition and feeling great overall. Still trying to find out what's keeping the actual weight from coming off. You know, sometimes your body is just in a healing mode, right? And I always say, if you're doing everything correctly, so if you can say to yourself, I am fasting long and clean, I am feasting the best way I can for my body, and I know that because the signs and signals my body is sending you, then when your body is holding on to weight, you just have to know that it's busy fixing something else deep internally, and when your body's ready to let go of the weight, it will let go of the weight. That's with everything being on point. Remember, I fasted like it was my life for 20 hours clean for an entire year. No gum, no mint, no toothpaste, just water, black coffee. I ate nutrient-dense foods. I didn't let anything pass my lips that I was in question about. And my body finally got to the point that it healed. And then I let go of, like, literally overnight 13 pounds of weight that was just stuck on my body. So I owned it. And I stuck to it until I got what I wanted in the end. And now I'm very confident about everything I'm doing in my fasting and my feasting, and I ebb and flow my weight in and out of it. I could care less what my body weight is as long as I wake up feeling great. Because when I was a lot thinner or a lot lighter, however you want to describe that, I wasn't feeling so fantastic, and I would not trade the feeling I have today for anything. So I never correlate a number on a scale to the quality of life that I'm living. And I think that's the big breakup we have to have, is disassociating ourselves with that number so you can really enjoy the good feeling that you have gone because of the decisions that you're making. Gray from Virginia, hello. Jamie, hello. Margaret's here. Barbara from North Dakota. Barbara, I needed this talk today. Thank you. I have a few more mental shifts to make this work for me. I'll continue to press forward. Yeah, for sure. Journal, make positive statements. I talked about intrinsic motivation today. You know, making I am statements. So owning what it is before it happens is a really good thing for yourself as well. So you put yourself in the active and present position of what it is you're trying to achieve. Really does help your brain create that mindset for sure. And the Barbara 2018 class. Patricia, no toothpaste. I've been brushing my teeth in the morning. Am I breaking my fast? What do I use to brush? A toothbrush and water. I use an electric toothbrush. It's been fantastic. I am very infrequent with my toothbrush or toothpaste, and I'm very diligent with my toothbrush, and it's an electric toothbrush every time I go to the dentist. So in the past 3 years, it's been 6 times that I've been to the dentist. I'm going again next week, so I'll report back how it went. They're amazed at the overall improvement from one appointment to the next. And I'm getting older. So that says a lot about this lifestyle, and it says a lot about what I'm not doing versus what I am doing. So I am am not consuming as much unnecessary sugars. I'm cutting down a lot of carbohydrates. I take 20 hours of my day and put nothing in my mouth except water and black coffee. And I brush my teeth 2 to 3 times a day. Out of those 2 or 3 times a day, one time I use toothpaste. That's it. And my dental exams are getting better with age. So why do we need toothpaste? I think it's one of those social things and it's pressure we put on ourselves that you probably don't need if your nutrition is right and you're taking good care of yourself. So yeah, that's what I did. I was very serious about getting well. Lori, my doctor said I am doing very well and looked healthy when I told him I had plateaued. He also reminded me that a plateau is a higher ground. If IF and keto works for me, best is no more insulin. Yeah, for sure. That's a great philosophy. Like a plateau is a higher ground, right? So a plateau doesn't mean that something's going wrong. A plateau just means something else is going on. And something that you're not expecting, but your body's probably really busy doing something. It's working constantly. Your body doesn't take a break. So it's constantly doing something to repair internal things that are going on that you pray won't surface. So be patient in the plateaus, because on the other side of that plateau is probably something really amazing that's going to happen for you. Anything else? A few more? Okay, I'll see who else we got on YouTube, and then I'll share our day with you really quick, and then we'll get out of here. Green tea can be consumed as long as there's nothing in it except green tea. May course student, Hamadan, I understand drinking coffee increases my ketone production, but it makes me jittery. What is decaf benefit, if you would? I don't know. You have to test it out for yourself. You know, the caffeine is really supposed to be an appetite suppressant. So I would say if it's not working for you, coffee's not necessary. So if it doesn't work for you, I would say just ditch it and just do your water for sure. Judy, first time on a live chat, but I look at your recordings often. I've been doing IF for some time, but no results. I would suggest jumping in our class for sure, Judy, because you're probably doing something in your fasting window that you think is fasting and it's not, and I can help you tweak it. And then recordings, but I must admit I feel my thoughts are more clear. Awesome. Okay. And then Solon from Atlanta, I agree, been IF since 3-1. Love listening to you. Great advice always. Okay, cool. Thanks for jumping on with us. So we had an interesting day. I'll tell you about it really quickly. We literally just got out of a tornado shelter. We're under like severe thunderstorm watch, or we got out of like a tornado. Our tornado shelters are master bedroom closet. It's not like we went anywhere fancy. But we had, like, my daughter texted us from school. She was in tornado lockdown at her school, and we had tornadoes whipping through Texas today. So we didn't know if we were going to be able to go live. So I was super excited that everything passed over. We're all safe. Everything's fine. It happens in Texas all the time. So it's sort of like a normal thing for us, but it's always exciting when it happens. We got to go in the closet, aka storm shelter, for a little while today, and it's all passed, and now it just looks like a stormy day, and we're all fine. So thank you for everyone. I usually share all that stuff on Instagram. So if you're not following me on Instagram, definitely make sure you do. It's _today's_aging_woman. So just underscores between those words. That's where I share stuff like, you know, tornado shelter warnings and what I do in my feasting. I share a lot there, and what I do with my fitness as well. So it's a great place to follow me if you want to know more about what's going on in my everyday life. So recap real quick. Yes, fasting will help you lose weight, but you have to have the mindset first. It's not a magic cure. It won't make weight just fall off of you if you're not doing the right things and you're not approaching it in a healthy way, emotionally and mentally. So you have to get the emotional and mental part in place as well. And then the fasting will just make sense to you, and you won't question things like, can I have, or I can't imagine not doing, because those things are what are going to get you to what you wanted in the first place when you started researching intermittent fasting and the possibilities that it can provide for you. So it's more of a mind than it ever is a physical thing, for sure. Thanks for joining us today. I'm super excited when you guys get to come on live for the first time. If you're looking to jump into our 6-8 course, links are always in the comment section, and they're always in the description box as well. So go ahead and take a look there. I'd love to have you guys with us. Within 3 weeks, you'll have all your questions answered, and you'll be well on your way to fasting long, feasting well, and if you jump into our F3 course, you have the opportunity to learn how to train smart as well. Thanks for jumping on. I'll see you guys on Friday, where Michael and I will discuss something for our Today's Aging community. If you ever have any suggestions or things you would like us to address, something that's maybe going on in your community, definitely feel free to reach out to us. We would love to incorporate one of your ideas in one of our chats as well. Have a good rest of your afternoon, you guys.